Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More, and I'm standing outside a house flip. We finished, 6 weeks ago or so, and we put it up for sale, and we do have it under contract right now, but the buyers who have it under contract have a house to sell. So I'm going to talk about that process, how it works, and give you an update on this house since it's been sitting vacant for almost a couple months, as a reminder to have your houses cleaned when they are sitting vacant. This one's not a big deal because it's under contract, but if it was for sale, we'll show you why you definitely want to check on your properties often and make sure they're in tip-top shape when they are for sale. This one we bought for $355,000 from a wholesaler. It has almost an acre. It does have this detached 2-car garage. This used to be a garage. It was converted to living space. It's about 2,600 square feet, all on one floor. We spent around $50,000 on the repairs. We spent a lot on the kitchen and baths, but the roof, the HVAC, the electric, the plumbing was all good, so that was great. And then we had it listed for $535,000. All right, we'll take a look. And of course, check out investormore.com with much more information on flips, rentals, being an agent, all that good stuff. And my new commercial real estate book is out. It's on Amazon, Build a Commercial Real Estate Empire, so check that out as well. All right, so this house, when we bought it, was pretty ugly inside, and we put in all new engineered hardwood flooring, redid the fireplace, added that window, painted everything, redid the kitchen, which I'll show you here in a second. That was where most of the money was spent. After we were done, we listed the house for sale. We did not stage this one. We've staged a lot of our houses, but this one's so big, it would just need a lot more furniture than Nikki, who's staging my houses, has, and it'd be tough to make it look quite right. So we decided not to stage it. Still got it under contract. You can see the kitchen here, which we completely remodeled and redid. We'll have a link to the before video in the description below so you can see that. We did not put a fridge in, and the buyers put it under contract without asking for a fridge. That happens all the time. So a lot of people, oh, hey, our crown molding's up. I've been waiting for that for months. I just now noticed it. So it would have been nice if it was up before we listed the house, but our contractor had cut a few things wrong. We had to reorder it, so it took a long time to get that crown molding back in. But now it's up, and it looks much better. All right, anyway, back to selling the house. So we got an offer on the house. It wasn't quite full price. We negotiated, but they had a house to sell. So a lot of times, someone who's buying a house, especially in higher price ranges like this, has another house to sell. They already own a house, and they have to sell that house before they can buy the new house, before they can qualify for a new house. So what they do is they have a contingency written into the contract. And it basically says, hey, we have such and such house at such and such address that we must sell before we can close on and buy this property. So it's already up for sale, or we're putting it up for sale. We have this much time to get it under contract, or this contract will fall apart. And that's the basics of it. You can see in here, we completely redid this bathroom. It had a giant green tub in here before, and the moths are everywhere this year. So one reason why you should check your houses, because if this was for sale, it's not very pretty to see a bunch of dead moths in your bathroom. Back to the contingency. So we accepted the contract just because this was a higher price range house. We hadn't had a lot of other interest in it or a lot of other showings. I don't think it helped with coronavirus going on. We listed this right in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic when it first started in March, or just in April. And so I think that affected higher priced houses more than it did lower priced houses, because we have not had a problem selling our lower priced houses at all. And this had no yard, and we did not spend money on the yard either, because that would have been a big cost. But we have been watering it, and the weeds are turning green, so it looks better. Now, so we accepted their contingency contract, but they still have not been able to get their house sold or under contract that they need to sell before buying this one. So they have a really good real estate agent. That's a big part of accepting contracts like that. We know the agent. We've worked with her many times over the years, and she's been very proactive, telling us, what's going on, the feedback, and they have lowered the price on their house a few times too. They've even decided to repaint it, do some work on it. So hopefully, after doing all that, they will get their house under contract and they can proceed on this house. Because so far, now it can vary by state how things work, but they have not done their inspection, they have not done their appraisal on this house yet. They're waiting to do that until they know their house is under contract and they're not wasting money on those items. So we're willing to wait a little bit longer, but another week or so, we're probably going to tell them, hey, you need to do your inspection. You need to get the appraisal scheduled to show us that you're serious, more dead moss, about proceeding with this, or we'll just put it fully back on the market. Now, there's more that goes into we're missing a shower head. See, every time I go into a house, I find something new that wasn't done. Dead moth in the toilet. I'm like, what is that in the toilet? Oh, there's a shower head right there. That's interesting. Okay. See, I always get distracted when doing my videos from random repairs not done. So when you accept a contingency contract, there's different things you can do. For instance, we'll go look at the grapes while I talk. You can just accept the contract and say, this house is no longer for sale. In Colorado, it's kind of like an active backup or pending status. You put the property in. Here's the wonderful grapes who are coming out here. Or you can make it active first right, which means that, hey, those are cool. These are green grapes, and I think those are purple grapes. It means that you can still accept another offer, but the first offer that has a contingency has the right to cancel their contingency, get rid of it in 72 or 48 hours and still continue with the contract. So what we did on this one is the first couple weeks, we just had it off the market, said it was under contract. And then last week we made it active first right, meaning other buyers can still make an offer on the house, but the first buyers have a chance to remove their contingency, get their house under contract in 72 hours. So even at active first right, it deters a lot of buyers because they think, hey, we could really, like this house, want to buy it, make an offer, but there's still a chance the first contract might come through and we can't buy it. So really, if we don't think there's a good chance of the first house going under contract, the best thing to do is just cancel that contract, put the house fully back on the market. However, I think they're priced okay. I think it will sell, hopefully here soon, and we can get moving on this property. All right, so there's your information, educational lesson for this week on contingencies, dealing with contracts, buyers who have to sell houses. It can be very complicated. And if you have a house, if you are a buyer looking to buy a house and you have a house you must sell first, it can really make it tough to compete with other buyers who do not. Because as you can see as the seller, it leaves a lot of questions about if the house will close, if we have to find a new buyer. The contract is definitely a lot less appealing to sellers. So if you have a contingency, it makes it tougher as a buyer. If you are able to sell your house first, move temporarily, get your house under contract before you make offers, it really makes it more appealing to the seller. All right, hope everyone is having a good start to the summer. I know it's kind of crazy out there, a little tricky with everything going on. We're still moving along, doing pretty well. And we'll have many more videos on our flips, rentals, have new rentals coming up here in the next month, new flips as well, and flips being finished. So be sure to subscribe to get notified of those. We love all the comments, keep those coming. We love all the likes as well, so keep those coming too. And we will have many more videos coming up.